Premise. After the death of his wife Pam, sports anchor Danny Tanner recruits his brother-in-law Jesse, a rock musician, and his best friend since childhood, Joey, who works as a stand-up comedian, to help raise his 3 young daughters DJ, Stephanie, and Michelle. Over time, the 3 men, as well as the girls, bond and become closer to one another. In Season 2, Danny is reassigned from his duties as a sports anchor by his television station to become co-host of a new local breakfast TV show, Wake Up, San Francisco, and is teamed up with Nebraska native Rebecca Donaldson. Jesse and Rebecca eventually fall in love and get married in Season 4. In Season 5, Becky gives birth to twin sons, Nicholas and Alexander. Main cast: John Stamos as Jesse Katsopoulos, Bob Saget as Danny Tanner, Dave Collier as Joey Gladstone, Candace Cameron as DJ Tanner, Jodie Sweean as Stephanie Tanner, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen as Michelle Tanner, Lori Loughlin as Rebecca Donaldson Katsopoulos, Andrea Barber as Kimmy Gibbler, Scott Weinger as Steve Hale, Blake and Dylan Twomey-Willoyd as Nikki and Alex Katsopoulos. Production. Casting. The producer's first choice to play the character of Danny Tanner was Bob Saget. Saget was not available to appear in the pilot due to his commitment as an on-air contributor to CBS's The Morning program. The producers instead cast actor John Posey to play Danny. Posey only appeared in the show's unaired pilot, which is included on the DVD release of Season 1. John Stamos's character was originally named Jesse Cochran. Stamos reportedly wanted his character to better reflect his Greek heritage, so producers decided to change the character's surname to Katsopoulos. To comply with child labor laws, twins Mary-Kate Olsen and Ashley were cast to alternate in the role of Michelle during tapings. The girls were jointly credited as Mary-Kate Ashley Olsen in Seasons 2 through 7 because the producers did not want audiences to know that the Michelle character was played by twins. The sisters occasionally appeared together in fantasy sequences. Full House was one of the few shows on TV where a baby character grew up in front of the cameras, with viewers witnessing all the development stages of the twin actresses. Saget recalled he would often get complaints from the child actors' moms because he wouldn't watch his language while on stage. Jodie Sweean was spotted in a guest spot on the show Valerie. Lori Loughlin was hired in 1988 for a 6-episode romance plot with Uncle Jesse but ended up staying until the end of the show. All 7 of the original cast members remained with the show through its entire 8-year run, with 5 characters added to the main cast along the way. D.J.'s best friend Kimmy was a recurring character in Seasons 1 through 4, who was upgraded to a regular in Season 5. Rebecca originally appeared for 6 episodes in Season 2, producers decided to expand her role and made her a regular the following season. After marrying Jesse, they have twins Nikki and Alex, who make their debut in Season 5. As babies, the children were played by Daniel and Kevin Renteria, and in Season 6, the roles of the twins were succeeded by Blake and Dylan Twomey-Willoyd. The last main character added was Steve Hale, who was D.J.'s boyfriend in Seasons 6 and 7. He was played by Scott Weinger. Taping. The series was created by Jeff Franklin and executive produced by Franklin, along with Thomas L. Miller and Robert L. Boyer. The series was produced by Jeff Franklin Productions and Miller Boyer Productions, in association with Lorimar Telepictures, Lorimar Television, and then by Warner Bros. Television after Lorimar was folded into Warner Bros.' existing television production division. Although the series was set in San Francisco, the sitcom itself was taped at the Warner Bros. Studios in Los Angeles. Outside of certain excerpts in the opening title sequences, including Alamo Square Park's Painted Ladies, the only episode to have actually been taped in San Francisco was the first episode of Season 8, Comet's Excellent Adventure. There were also a few episodes which were filmed on location elsewhere, most notably Hawaii in the Season 3 premiere Tanner's Island, and at Walt Disney World for the two-part 6th season finale The House Meets the Mouse. The series experienced heavy turnover with its writing staff throughout its run. The first season in particular had at least 3 writing staff changes, with Lenny Rips and Russell Marcus being the only writers surviving the changes through the entire season. Show creator and executive producer Jeff Franklin was the only writer to remain with the series throughout its entire 8-season run. Mark Warren and Dennis Rinsler joined the series' writing staff in the second season as producers and remained with the show until its 1995 cancellation. Warren and Rinsler took over as head writers by season 5 and assumed showrunning duties as executive producers for the 6th season to allow Franklin to focus on Hanjin with Mr. Cooper. Theme song. The show's theme song, Everywhere You Look, was performed by Jesse Frederick, who co-wrote the song with writing partner Bennett Salvati and series creator Jeff Franklin. Various instrumental versions of the theme song were used in the closing credits. The version used during seasons 3 through 8 was also used in the opening credits in some early syndication runs, although the song was almost always truncated to the chorus for broadcast. Seasons 1 through 5 used a longer version of the theme song. In syndicated airings, the line "You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend" replaced the lines starting with "How did I get to live in here? Somebody tell me please." Hallmark Channel reruns have used 4 different cuts of the theme song, including the full version. Cross-marketing. ABC used the show to launch other sitcom hits for the whole family throughout the early 1990s on Fridays and other evenings such as Home Improvement, Family Matters, and Hanjin with Mr. Cooper. The actor Dave Collier sold the Mr. Woodchuck puppet he made on the show to the toy store Toys R Us. Episodes and ratings. Full House originally aired on Fridays from September 1987 to August 1991. Which spanned the show's first 4 seasons, and later became the flagship program of ABC's newly launched TGIF block in September 1989. The show was briefly moved to Tuesdays during the 1987-88 season and then aired twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays for a few months in order to help the series build an audience. It remained on Fridays permanently for the next 3 seasons, as the show's ratings increased. Full House was moved to Tuesdays full-time for Season 5 and remained there until the series ended in 1995. While the show's first season was not very successful, finishing 71st that year, mostly because it was a new series placed in an 8 p.m. Eastern Time slot, the show quickly became popular during its second season as it was placed immediately following the established hit show Perfect Strangers. From Season 3 onwards, it was ranked among Nielsen's top 30 shows. By the 4th season, the series jumped to the top 20 and remained there until the 7th season. In 1995, despite the fact the show was still rated in the top 25, ABC announced that it was canceling the show after 8 seasons due to the increasing costs of producing the series. By the end of the show, the average cost of one episode was $1.3 million. Plans to move Full House to the WB network fell through. The 1-hour series finale was watched by 24.3 million viewers, ranking number 7 for the week and attracting a 14.6 household rating and a 25% audience share. U.S. syndication. Warner Bros. Television Distribution handles the domestic and international syndication rights to the series. During the summer of 1991, reruns of the early seasons began airing in a daily daytime strip on NBC. Starting in September 1991, Warner Bros. Domestic Television Distribution began distributing Full House for broadcast in off-network syndication and was syndicated on various local stations nationwide until 2003. The series formerly aired on TBS, Nick at Night, ABC Family, the N/Teen Nick, CMT, and Hallmark Channel. In 2014, Episodes have averaged 1.5 million viewers on Nick at Night, which is up 7% from 2013 and a 0.4 rating in the key 1849 demographic, up 8% from 2013. On September 29, 2017, Hulu acquired the streaming rights to Full House along with fellow Warner Bros. TV Productions Family Matters, Hanjin with Mr. Cooper, Perfect Strangers, and Step by Step, in addition to Disney ABC TV Productions' Boy Meets World, Dinosaurs and Home Improvement. On October 1, 2021, Full House began streaming on HBO Max after its streaming rights expired from Hulu. On January 12, 2022, it was announced that the show will begin airing on the classic TV network MeTV starting January 16. On February 4, 2022, it was announced that the show will begin airing on GAC Family starting February 7. Critical reception. Despite the show's popularity, critics' reviews for Full House were mostly negative in the show's early years but became more positive in later years. The first season holds an aggregate score of 31/100 on Metacritic. In Slate, Willa Paskin referred to the series as a hackneyed and saccharine family sitcom. Isaac Feldberg opined that it was archetypally average, hiding behind a ubiquitous laugh track and obnoxiously on-the-nose life lessons. Reunions. During Bob Saget's final season as host of America's Funniest Home Videos, 6 other Full House cast alumni reunited on the May 9, 1997, episode. In a December 2008 news story, it was reported that John Stamos was planning a reunion movie. This idea was quickly withdrawn, because reportedly most of the cast was not interested. In 2009, Stamos announced that a feature film based on the show was still planned. Stamos told the New York Daily News, "I'm working on a movie idea, but it wouldn't be us playing us. I'm not 100% sure, but it would probably take place in the first few years." Stamos posited Steve Carell and Tracy Morgan for the roles of Danny and Joey respectively. In 2012, 8 of the Full House cast members reunited in Los Angeles for their 25th anniversary. Publicists for Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen said that they weren't able to attend, given their work schedules. On July 19, 2013, the original Jesse and the Rippers reunited on Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. The group performed a medley of covers including the Beach Boys' Forever, Elvis Presley's Little Sister, Hippie Hippie Shake, and ending with the Full House theme Everywhere You Look. Bob Saget and Lori Loughlin made cameo appearances. In January 2014, Saget, Stamos, and Collier appeared on Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. They each reprised their characters, while Fallon dressed in child's pajamas in a bed framed by 4 gigantic pencils, similar to Michelle Tanner's bed from the show. Saget, Stamos, and Collier said some of their famous catchphrases from the show, as well as singing the Teddy Bear song. Stamos, Saget, and Collier also appeared together in a 2014 commercial for Dannon Oikos Greek yogurt that debuted during Super Bowl XVIII, days after their appearance on Late Night. Sequel series. In August 2014, reports circulated that Warner Bros. Television was considering a series sequel. John Stamos, who has an ownership stake in the show, headed up the attempt to get the series back into production. Netflix closed a deal to produce a 13-episode sequel series tentatively titled Fuller House, with many of the original series cast members reprising their roles. Notably, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen both declined to reprise the role of Michelle in the first season, although the creators and producers said they could still possibly appear in future seasons. Stamos would guest star as well and serve as producer. Filming began on July 25, 2015. Like the original series, the show is set in San Francisco. The original series idea was focused on DJ, a veterinarian struggling to raise 3 boys after her firefighter husband Tommy Fuller is killed in the line of duty, Stephanie, an aspiring musician, and Kimmy, who is a party planner and a single mother to a teenage daughter, Ramona. The show's premise follows one similar to the original series when Stephanie makes plans to put her career on hold for a while and move in with DJ to help take care of her children. Almost immediately afterward, Kimmy makes the same offer for her and Ramona to move in and help out. Netflix premiered the series on February 26, 2016, with the premiere episode featuring a Tanner family reunion. After 5 seasons, the series concluded on June 2, 2020. Other media. Home media. Warner Home Video released all 8 seasons of the series on DVD in Region 1 between 2005 and 2007. A complete series box set containing all 192 episodes was released on November 6, 2007. As of 2016, the complete series is available for purchase via online retailers such as Amazon. Additionally, all seasons and the complete series were also released in Region 4, but only the first 5 seasons were released on DVD in Region 2, with the 5th season being sold solely on Amazon and printed on DVD ±R discs only. All seasons of Full House are available on Amazon's Prime Video in various countries and with different languages. Book series. Books based on Full House are geared toward children primarily between the ages of 8 and 14. Warner Brothers, which holds the rights to Full House and its associated characters, would not permit others to use their characters and selected who could write books based on the television series. The books are based on the Silhouette romance novels by Mills and Boon. Full House Michelle No. 7, Summer Rhapsody is a Silhouette Special Edition No. 75 by Nancy John and Laura O'Neill in February 1983. The series includes the following. Full House Stephanie. These 33 books were written from the point of view of the Tanners' middle daughter, Stephanie Tanner. They take place with Stephanie in a different middle school, likely because of a slightly different redistricting plan compared to the one mentioned in Season 7's Fast Friends. She has different best friends as well, Allie Taylor and Darcy Powell. Though these are book creations, she has known Allie since kindergarten, and there are several places in the first 5 seasons of Full House where fans think an unnamed extra could be Allie. This series begins with Stephanie being pressured to join a clique called the Flamingos, by completing a series of dares. She almost does the last one, though she is not sure if she wants to before DJ catches her trying to steal Danny's phone card. Stephanie explains tearfully what was happening, and DJ helps her to understand what the Flamingos were really up to. They wanted to use the phone card to call their boyfriends. Stephanie and the Flamingos become fierce rivals. Hip Hop Till You Drop, 2 for 1 Christmas Fun, and 10 Ways to Wreck a Date are the most popular. Full House Michelle. These 40 stories are told from Michelle's point of view. The first 27 feature more of her, and the other Tanners, home life than others, though some focus on events at school, whereas the last 14, the Michelle and Friends series, focuses mostly on Michelle and her classmates. Unlike Stephanie, Michelle goes to the same elementary school but is in a different class. 2 stories were translated and published in Japan in February 2007. Super Special My Best Friend is a Movie Star came out in September 1996, and along with The Substitute Teacher and How to Be Cool are the most popular. Full House Sisters. These 14 books focus on Michelle and Stephanie's friendship and comical situations that occur between them. The sisters often alternate points of view in the story. Full House, Dear Michelle. These 4 books were published several years after the others stopped being produced. They take place with Michelle in the 3rd grade, where she writes an advice column for her class paper. Club Stephanie, 1997-2001 revival series with the Sisters series. Swian is younger than Nickelodeon's Larissa Oleynik and Alex, You're Glowing and Irene Ng in Hot Rock. Russian adaptation. In 2006, Full House was one of a group of Warner Brothers properties licensed to Moscow-based network STS for adaptation to Russian. The show, Topsy-Turvy House, followed the plots of the American version with changes to accommodate cultural differences. It ran for 2 seasons, beginning in 2009.